Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I checked in with Kansas State's head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks. And Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Buffaloes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Running inside, it's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. At the 40. Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kansas State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lewis makes the catch. It's Young. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Maybe some room here. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Lewis to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Making side adjustments here. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's White.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The screen, he can go. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays? This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the ground, it's Jackson. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Throwing, Lewis. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Look out, he's got room. Picks up the 1st down. Here's a little room there. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bucks. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football.
Gashes the heart of the knee. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Lewis buying some time. Got a man. It's Young. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Might have a chance. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Colorado!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive. Makes the catch, and he's free. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Number 43, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just...
Lets it fly. Leaping grab for a big gain. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Young.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Here's a heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Timeout taken here, 2nd one called by Kansas State. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Lewis to throw. Stepping to the right. Tight end finds a soft spot. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
First half coming to an end. Offensively, you're trying to put a drive together. Back in this ball game, the last thing you wanted to do was turn the football over, dig yourself an even bigger hole. Not good execution by the offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Colorado, 17. Number 43, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing. Lewis. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Sweep. Let it go.
Lewis wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty.
Here we go. Go.
Lewis. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds across the 15 and the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their...
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Going deep. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, Week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
And it's the Sooners in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Fires on the move. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense.
It's a fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Johnson wants to throw it. Caught by Williams on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and, man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Trying to run, it's Fields. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
And he's in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, just as you would expect, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Duff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kansas State 45, Colorado 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running to the left. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They'll try to run for it. Finding some room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fouls through the defense. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fields. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll try the left side. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's White. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Flips it out on the screen. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Fields. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
With the catch, it's White. Snags it, and he's open.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Could be an alley.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? So now it's second and long. Finding open areas. There he goes.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out.
Set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Using his legs, it's Young. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Lewis to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.